So one of the main factors that people need to consider is how the educators working in and administrators in the school systems can help and what they're obliged to do. So in Ontario, we have a law that's known as Ryan's Law, which was passed by the Ontario legislature back in 2015. Many people would be this would trigger, I'm sure, people remembering the incident where Ryan Gibbons was a young school age child who tragically died in 2012 in an Ontario school after having an asthma attack. So that law, essentially, which his mother and organizations like Asthma Canada were involved in advocating for, the law has established new policies to ensure that children with asthma can attend school safely, such as requiring the school to allow the child to carry their asthma medication on themselves, and also things like reducing exposure to triggers and having maybe one of the most important factors is having an asthma action plan on file with the school for every child with asthma. We have a number of resources available on our website, asthma.ca, that can help in terms of understanding what is required from a legislation perspective and really what is the best potential environment for children with asthma in terms of attending school. So we have a section on our website called Asthma in Schools. We have a resource for asthma management in schools that's available for download in English and in French as well. And then we also offer our patient community, children and adults alike, asthma attack toolkits. So these are downloadable resources that can help people prepare and know what to do if there is an incident. So if a child is having an asthma attack, there should be an asthma action plan in place in terms of who needs to be notified, how that child will be handled in terms of administration of rescue inhaler, or other medication, as well as getting the child medical help quickly. So getting the child into a hospital as soon as possible if that is required. So those are all factors. Teachers, of course, play an additional role because they spend so much time with the children. So they see them every day. They may notice things. They may notice that their child is struggling and that there may be signs of poor asthma control. Children and people living with asthma in general tend to downplay it and normalize it often, unfortunately. Kids don't want to show others that they're different from other kids. So they will often downplay and try to hide those symptoms. And sometimes that leads to medication not being used properly or people not necessarily being informed as to what the child is actually feeling. So teachers need to keep an eye on the child. And if they see anything that they think might be asthma related, any changes in terms of their symptoms and so forth, to make sure that the school administration and the parents are notified of that as well.